The initially scene opens in a bank in South Africa, Cape Town. A robber gang of 4, dressed in occult and futuristic garb. They have rows of various colored lights on their suits for identification, and all their voices noise similar because they have been electronically modified, ruthlessly torture the bank manager unless he opens the safe. The key to the trustworthy is the manager's body, and afterwards an initial failure, the robbers shove 2 teeth that they had knocked out behind in place, which is working to begin the safe. The thieves only begin and remove the contents of one safety deposit box, which contains diamonds, and one other small, unidentified, item. We start to distinguish between the robbers. Red light and green light seem to be the leaders, and violet light appears to be a hothead who was apparently recruited by the quadrant member, blue light. Red light receives in a fight with violet light and they shoot each other. Violet light is hit in the upper shoulder or neck, which does small damage, and red light takes only a sever to the cheek. They conflict and red light's mask is dragged off, disclosing a lovely young red-haired woman. All the hostages see her confront, and blue light says she need to matter all of them because she's been compromised. She says no, and about that time violet light struggles bare out and is skinned again, this time with deadly result. All the robbers disappear the bank and trek absent in a van. Blue light removes his mask, disclosing a bearded man who has been irate with the gentlewoman because his comrade violet light, Wayne, is lifeless, and because she didn't matter all the witnesses, and when green light, also a man, comes to her defense, he additionally spins his enrage on him. The gentlewoman knocks him oblivious with a left-handed backwards punch. As the thieves split up, the gentlewoman reminds the bearded man to lay low for 30 days and then he'll get 30,000. The man and the gentlewoman, now identified as Alex or Alexis Faraday, Olga Kurilenko, relax in distinct rooms of a luxury hotel. Alex is seen switching her eye and hair color. She goes to her partner's room and it becomes evident that they're ex-lovers, with Alex being mad with him and him wanting to reconcile. The man says he found some even greater insurance in with the diamonds and desires Alex to aid him with it, but is disturbed by a knock on the door. He, now identified as Kev or Kevin Fuller, Colin Moss, is expecting a gentlewoman who will the unique insurance. She, Jessica, is certainly at the door but followed by several gunmen, in fact 3 men and 1 woman. Alex hides below the bed, but Kev and Jessica are subdued. Jessica recounts her cell phone with a sex video and is without further ado skinned in the head. The leader then demands Kevin donate, present more than a USB drive, afterwards badly torturing domestic they matter Kevin. Alex shows up at Blue Light's residence and he confidently prepares to protect his place but has underestimated his opponents and is rapidly killed. In the other room, Alex calls Kev's wife and warns her to avoid town immediately. She additionally asks her to carry the package containing the diamonds and disc, which she suspects Kevin has stashed at domestic in his bug-out bag. Kev's wife insults Alex because she knew of the affair Kev and Alex were having, and declines to carry the package, if any, notwithstanding she reluctantly prepares to leave. Alex hides in a ceiling space and overhears Mr. Washington's plot to murder Kevin's wife and child. He acquires of their address by tricking the young boy more than the phone. At the Fuller home, Penny Fuller retrieves Kev's bug-out. We see her look down at the windshield fragments, thoughtfully. 3 bad guys hasten to Kevin Fuller's domestic whereas the other group are cleaning up the bodies left behind at the hotel. Alex additionally receives to the home and an extra big fight happens whereat both baddies are slaughtered, Mr. Washington had already left for the hotel with the bug-out bag. Alex is delivered the disc by Mrs. Fuller, which leaves us wondering just what was in the bug-out bag, but when she attempts to watch the disc on the domestic computer, it activates a GPS contrivance telling someone her location, so she instantly leaves besides Mrs. Fuller and the boy. As the cleanup at the hotel is taking place, Washington gets a cry out from Alex and is tricked into disclosing that they're at the hotel. She races to the hotel on a stolen motorbike and then follows him to several deserted industrial buildings. Washington has with him two associates, Ms. Clinton, who he is thinking unwell of, and Mr. Jefferson, who both he and Clinton feel is an idiot. Alex sneaks in and subdues Mr. Jefferson and holds him hostage by holding him with a gun in his mouth. Alex calls Washington and it now is explicitly reported that both the robbers and Mr. Washington's crew were hired by the senator. The robbers weren't told about the drive, only the diamonds, and Washington knew about both and was assigned to matter the robbers. She then intentionally makes Washington and Clinton informed of her presence and attempts to trade Mr. Jefferson for the diamonds, even though she already has the diamonds and the drive. When Washington refuses, she shoots Jefferson over the head. That evening at the airport, what's left of Washington and Clinton display up besides Alexis, in a brief sunless dress, heels, and a cane. Penny is there exist a gloomy wig, retaining incognito. Alex is handed a key to a locker at the airport. Penny hands it to her as she walks by. Penny then lingers around the airport with the bug-out bag, which is dripping a little of blood. Washington has been suspicious of Alex and insists she begin the locker and then the box. Notwithstanding, she has tricked him by placing both items in an inner compartment in the box, and when this is opened by Ms. Clinton, a bomb goes off. Clinton is seriously wounded in the confront but still proficient to fight. Meanwhile, the third subscriber of the crew has spotted and captured Penny. The airport police are now involved. Clinton beats a team of them in hand-to-hand combat but is by shot.